Imagine this. You want to say something important to someone, maybe your boss, your partner, or a friend. But you hesitate because you are scared it might turn into an argument or hurt the relationship. So you either stay silent or say something safe and later regret it. This is exactly where crucial conversations happen. Moments when stakes are high, emotions are strong, and opinions differ. There is a situation in the book where an employee notices a problem in a project but stays silent because he fears conflict, and later the project fails. This shows how silence can be just as harmful as saying the wrong thing. Avoiding conversation doesn't protect relationships, it weakens them. On the other side, there are people who speak aggressively. They don't stay silent but they attack, blame, raise their voice, and this creates defensiveness. So the book shows two extremes, silence and violence, and both damage communication. The real skill is finding the middle path, speaking honestly but respectfully, and that's what this book teaches. There is a powerful concept called pool of shared meaning. Imagine a space where everyone openly shares their thoughts, ideas, and concerns. When this pool grows better, decisions are made because more information is available. But when people hold back, this pool becomes shallow and decisions suffer. Another example is when someone gives feedback. Instead of saying you always mess things up, which creates resistance, the book suggests sharing facts first. Like in the last two reports, there were errors. This keeps the conversation neutral and focused. There is also a moment where a manager learns to ask instead of assume. Instead of accusing an employee of being careless, he asks questions to understand the situation and realizes there were hidden challenges. This shows that curiosity creates connection, while assumptions create conflict. The book emphasizes noticing when a conversation becomes crucial, when emotions rise, voices change, or silence increases. These are signals that the conversation needs more care, not avoidance. Another powerful idea is safety. People speak openly only when they feel safe. If they feel attacked, judged, or ignored, they shut down. So, creating safety is the first step. There is an example where a leader starts a difficult conversation by saying, "My intention is not to blame, but to understand and improve." This simple statement reduces defensiveness and opens communication. The book also talks about controlling your emotions. You cannot control others, but you can control your reaction. When you stay calm, you influence the direction of the conversation. Another lesson is about telling your story carefully. We often create stories in our mind about others' intentions and react to those stories instead of facts. So the book suggests separating facts from assumptions. There is a relatable example. Someone sees a colleague coming late repeatedly and thinks they are irresponsible, but when they ask, they discover personal issues. This changes the entire conversation. The book teaches a method called STATE. Share your facts, tell your story, ask for others' views, talk tentatively, encourage testing. This helps you express yourself clearly without sounding aggressive. Another important idea is listening, not just hearing, but truly understanding. When people feel heard, they become more open to listening back. There is also an example where two team members disagree strongly, but instead of arguing, they focus on understanding each other's perspective and find a better solution together. This shows that conflict can lead to better outcomes if handled well. The book emphasizes mutual purpose, finding a shared goal. When both sides feel they are working towards something common, conflict reduces. Another lesson is about respect. Even when you disagree, you can show respect. This keeps the conversation constructive. The book also explains that avoiding crucial conversation creates bigger problems later. Small issues become big because they are not addressed. Another example is about relationships. Couples often avoid difficult topics to avoid fights, but this creates distance over time. Honest conversations strengthen relationships. The book teaches that courage and respect should go together, hand in hand. Being honest without being rude. Another idea is about practice. These skills don't come naturally. You have to practice staying calm, expressing clearly, and listening actively. The book also shows that communication is not about winning, it is about understanding and finding better solutions. Another lesson is about accountability, holding people responsible in respectful way. The book emphasizes that great co-communicators create trust, and trust improves everything. Work, relationships, decisions. Another idea is about preparation. Before a crucial conversation, think about your goal, your emotions, and your approach. The book also teaches that timing matters. Choosing the right moment can change outcome of a conversation. Another lesson is about empathy, understanding the other person's feelings and perspective. The book shows that when people feel safe, heard, and respected, they contribute better ideas. Another idea is about staying focused on the goal. Don't let emotions distract you from what you want to achieve. The final message of this book is simple but powerful. Difficult conversations are not something to avoid. They are opportunities to build trust, solve problems, and improve relationships. When you learn to handle them well, you improve every area of your life. So, next time you face a difficult conversation, don't avoid it. Approach it with clarity, respect, and courage, because the way you communicate can change your results and your relationships. If this video helped you, comment below what conversation you have been avoiding, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more powerful and practical book summaries. Until then, stay tuned and see you soon.